been turning on and off as and when I've asked them to, or whether they're on some kind of automation, some setup, something like that. But I now have one bulb, yes, one bulb out of the entire group that has decided that it doesn't want to turn off when the rest of the bulbs are turning off. So, it's a real pain. The switch is right down the back of a bookcase, which makes it really difficult to go and manually turn it off. Which is all very 1980s. But this bulb either responds in about 5 minutes, or it could be 2 minutes, something like that. But ultimately, it doesn't respond when the rest of the bulbs turn off. If I go into the Home Assistant app, or I go into the Smart Life app and toggle that bulb, then it just toggles back on again. So there's obviously some kind of communication issue happening at the cloud end with my particular device there. And the third option is what happens when the cloud goes down. So we've all had this kind of like drummed into us in a certain way. Cloud's great, it's got resilience and all that kind of stuff, but that is true to a certain point. But what happens if the kind of like the owner, the manufacturer of those devices, that platform, ships out an updated version of their software that ultimately goes and deploys incorrectly, or breaks, or something like that, and maybe they've got delayed downtime whilst they're upgrading their internal systems. And this is what happened last year to me with the Smart Life platform. Very late in the evening, basically, me and probably an awful lot of people around the world that relied upon the cloud centers, the data centers where things were actually installed and we were connected to. Basically, there was no response from them. So, couldn't turn bulbs on, couldn't turn bulbs off. And again, very much 1980s, going back and turning things off manually and leaving it until the morning. And that went on for quite a while. That a good few hours where devices weren't responding. So having local control of your devices certainly will give you those three benefits. There are probably trade-offs from that as well, but the benefits far outweigh any kind of disadvantage that somebody could come up with regards to that. So this video is going to focus on my Tuya devices running under Smart Life and Home Assistant. So basically, I've already done a video on setting up those Tuya devices and the integration with Home Assistant. The link's up above if you want to go and watch that video. If you've not done that before, you're going to have to do that before you continue with this video. It is a very straightforward process. But it would just make this a very, very long video if I had that content included in this. So go and watch that video first and then come back into this video. So we're going to log into our Tuya platform and go to our cloud option, and there will be our cloud project we've created previously. As you can see, mine's there, and just click on that and then go through to devices. And you should then have a list of the devices that you've previously configured. We're going to need to take a device ID, so I'm going to take the Office Mood Light that I've got here, and we'll start setting that one up for the local Tuya integration. So just copy that device ID and then click on API Explorer. That will open up a new tab for you, and you want to move down to General Device Management. And then there is an option here which is Get Device Information, and there's a little box where you can type in that device ID. So you just paste that into the one that you've gone and copied, click on Submit, and then you'll get basically what's called a JSON object in the response from that. Now, don't worry too much about all of the detail that's in there. What you're looking for is the local key parameter, and you can see that there. I've highlighted that there. So you're going to need to copy the value there, ready for use within Home Assistant. So once you're back in Home Assistant, you need to go into your hacks option. If you've not got that installed already, then click on the link up above. There's a video that I've done previously on how to install that. But once you've gone into there, then you need to go onto the Explore and Download Repositories option in the bottom right hand corner and type in local Tuya. And that will come up with this particular add-on that you can install. So lots of details on here, what's supported in terms of devices from this project. So make sure you read all of that documentation before you install it. Some interesting bits there, certainly if you're going to use it with YAML. For the purpose of this video though, I'm just going to click on the install, the download and install option at the bottom, in the bottom right hand corner. So just leave all the options as the default there with the current version. That should absolutely be fine, and just click on the button to install it. It just takes a few seconds, and then you'll see there it says, it's pending a restart. So you're going to need to go into settings and into systems. Certainly if you're using newer versions of Home Assistant, you can then just click on restart in the top right hand corner, and we'll just wait for Home Assistant to restart itself, and then you should be ready to carry on with the rest of the process. So once that's done, if you just go back into Hacks and just make sure that you've got that fully installed there in your integrations, you should just see that you've got local Tuya there. You don't really need to do anything else in that part, but you come back out into settings and then integrations, and you should then click on the add integration button in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and then just search for local Tuya, and there you see it's at the top of the list. So you just click on that and give it a few seconds whilst it sets things up, and then it's going to ask you for what device you want to start configuring. So it will come up with all the ones that it's going to detect that you've already got configured. So you just need to match up that that device ID with the appropriate device that you've got in the system. So I'm just going to skip back onto the Tuya platform just to match that up there, and then just when I've got the right one, just click on submit, and I'm going to give it a new name. So I'm going to call this local Tuya Mood Light, and then I need to give it local key. So this is the value from that piece of JSON that was in the Tuya dashboard. So you just need to copy and paste that into here, and just click on all the other options, just click on through on that, and then it's going to ask me what type of entity this is. So you need to make sure you choose the right one for the device that it is. So this is a light, so I've chosen a light option here, and then I get a new pop-up which has got all the different entities for all the different properties for the entity type of a light. So lots of different things there. I'm just going to stick the basics in, give it the same kind of name, the local Tuya Mood Light, and then if I wanted to, I could add some more extra values onto that, but I'm just going to leave that as is, because obviously there's a lot of configuration you can do depending upon your device. So just click submit on that, and then I'm going to set this area at this point in time. I'm going to stick this in the office, and as you go back to your integrations part of your dashboard, you'll see there that I've got one device and one entity. I click on that, and I have my local Tuya Mood Light, and I've got as you do with all kind of lights and switches, I've got a little toggle switch there, so I can click on that and it will turn it on and off. So you can see me clicking it here and the light coming on and off. It really is instantaneous. So that's it. That's all you need to do to get that set up on your system. So there you go, a really simple, straightforward process. Certainly if you've gone through the previous videos as well. Now I've got local control of those Tuya devices. The response time, it's instantaneous. It is a good couple of seconds quicker than using it on the cloud, and obviously I now have that local control and the local resilience, so it's all on my network now. So hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it useful. Love to hear your comments, your feedback on this. Have you gone down this route of the local control of your Tuya devices or any other devices on your Home Assistant network? Let me know down below in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber for more content like this. But as always, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.